It's me, Oscar, and today I'm gonna be trying to draw a skeleton. Why? Because I'm bored. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to release this video on Halloween, because I'm not recording it on Halloween. Anyway, like I said, this is gonna be a drawing video. Why? I don't know, honestly. I don't know why I wanted to make a drawing video, but I felt like making a drawing video. So, you're not gonna see my face probably, but you will see me draw. And we're going to be drawing, like I said, a skeleton. Now let me show you our example. Our example skeleton. This guy is Bob. We're gonna be using him as an example. So let's get back to the right angle. Oh god, I have to reset everything. Hold on. Was it like that? Was it like taller? I don't know. But anyway, as I was saying, this is the most uncomfortable place for a tripod. Anyway, so let's get started with the skull. So to draw a skull, we gotta draw a shape like that. Can you even see that? I don't know. You got a shape like that. I did that wrong, but let's just keep on going. We indent it kind of like a Mario mushroom, I guess. I don't know. Now we start adding the teeth. This is not looking good. Let's restart. Never said I was that good at drawing, and I've been told I'm good at drawing, but I feel weird saying that I'm good at drawing. So anyway, let's try that again. That looks like a bit too much teeth, but we'll have to see. Try to make the skull a bit more level. Now we draw the eyes, because, you know, skeletons, they have eyes. I don't know if those eyes are a bit too big. Yeah, whatever. Not trying to draw the most realistic skeleton. Now we gotta draw the jaw. Don't know if the amount of teeth match up. I really don't think they do. Can you even see what I'm doing here? I don't know. You can kind of see it better there. Let me zoom it out again. So, now we draw the neck of the skeleton. Is that just the spine? I don't really know anatomy. So, there. Now we gotta draw the torso, the rib cage, the whatever. So, like, as the example is, I need to look at it. I don't really know how to draw a skeleton. That's kind of why I'm making this video. Trying to teach myself how to draw a better skeleton. Because I can draw a skull pretty okay, I guess. That's not the best skull I can draw. So we got, like, the back of it there. Then, you know, we gotta, like, have it like, kind of like, you know, go over the front. Got the spine, keep going back. Yeah, the little spine bits. The bits on the spine. Then, you know, we gotta add, like, some more details. And, okay, that's the neck. Whatever. Now we have to draw the parts where the rib cage, the cage connects to. We gotta draw that. I really don't know if this is looking good or if it's just insanely blurry on here. I hope it's not blurry. So we draw that. Now we must draw the rib cage. This is where I have the most trouble. I think I should do that. Just to make this, like, easier. I know it's kind of like lungs shaped. Kinda. This is already looking kind of bad. Well, let's keep going. Maybe it'll get better. Trust the process. Trust the process. And I'm gonna try to draw a skeleton multiple times, so this isn't gonna be like the only time. Also, you can treat this like a how to draw. You don't have to. You shouldn't, but you could. I know it's not really how they connect, but like, you know, like from the back. I don't know. I'm not the best with perspective either. I mainly just draw like flat characters, kinda. Like everything I draw is kind of flat. Not good with shading or perspective. So, let's give our. Don't they have like slight like shoulder blades? Like not like full on battle armor, like glam metal shoulder pads, but don't they have like something? I think they do. I think they have something there. That looks more accurate, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm doing this off of memory and, like I said, Bob Bones. So let's draw the arm. I'm not the best with proportions either, but let's try. That should go down to like about here. That looks right. So now I gotta continue the spine. Now we gotta continue the spine. Okay, so like the bone kind of like, I mean, it has like that shape to it. Looks like a certain shape, but I'm not gonna say. So. Does that look too long of an arm? You gotta add like the little extra, like, you know, the support like bone. I know it's called like a femur on a leg. I don't know what's called in an arm. And we gotta draw the hand. The way I draw my hands is kind of like that shape. Then just a whole bunch of ovals. I'm not the best. I don't really, you know, I'm not drawing the muscle and whatever. That seems like a horrible pain. Anyway. Okay, now we gotta draw the hips. The waist area, or whatever. So I'm just going off of what Bob looks like over here. I'm gonna base this off of what Bob looks like. Which probably isn't accurate. Like, at all? Probably? Probably missing a couple of things there, probably. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. It's not looking horrible. Like, you can tell this is a skeleton. Let's draw his legs. I always have a hard time drawing skeleton limbs, because I always think they're a bit too skinny. I know skeletons are meant to look gaunt and, well, skeletal. But, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want things to look too skinny or too broad. Like when it comes to the skeletons aren't like broad shaped either. Or at least usually, I guess, I don't know. Maybe that's the better way to draw that thing, I don't know. No, I think I did better on the other arm. Yeah, whatever. I'm also not the best with poses. I just kind of drew a skeleton like that, kind of. Now here's the question to ponder. Should I bother drawing its legs? Should I finish up its legs? Yeah, I think I should. Contrary to the song. So, let's, this is a bit awkward here. This is gonna be a bit awkward, but trust my process here. Oh, let me move all this. Trust the process. So, I ought to grab, like, this isn't gonna line up perfectly, sorry. I know I shouldn't state my age, but it's been public information. I'm 12. Don't expect the best from me. So we gotta line that up okay-ishly. We gotta line up the legs. It's hidden by the hand, so yeah, so we gotta do that. That looks accurate, not trying to make it too big, I'm trying to get it to line up with the head. I think the hands are a bit too big, but whatever. I also hope I don't give it like 6 fingers by accident. That tends to happen. Anyway. So. Don't skeletons have knees? Do skeletons have knees? I think skeletons do, in fact, have like a bit of a knee. Like a bit of like a knee covering. Again, same with like the shoulders. I'm not completely sure. Like, if memory served me well, and again, I'm basing this off a Halloween decoration mainly, which might not have everything completely accurate. Yeah, that looks right, yeah. So time to discard the upper half. I'll bring it back for the thing. Oh, wow. Okay. So. Time to draw the legs. Kinda like what I did for the arms. Now, the skeleton I have right next to me doesn't have feet. They fell off. Well, I think his leg needs to be longer. Hopefully I didn't make his legs too long. No. Stay. Stay in line. Don't get too far out. Hopefully that's not too long. But okay, so here's the tricky part. Feet are hard to draw sometimes, I think. I think that's pretty common. That's common. For me, it's like trying to get the toes to like line up. Can you even see this? Yes, okay, you can. Is that's close enough to being 4, I think. And 5, I mean, whatever. So, I have trouble drawing the toes with making them look skeletal. I'm just gonna result into making them look square. More square equals skeletal. So, I don't know if they're in proportion with his hands. I really don't know, but let's see how it looks. Just from like my vision so far, doesn't look too bad from what I can see. Now I will have to this dang table ain't long enough, so hold on, let me back away the tripod. This is really uncomfortable for both of us, I'm pretty sure. So, we gotta line that up, and we also just gotta, might as well do that. And, there. Yeah, his legs are long, but also not really. Okay, that was like a tall skeleton. Let's draw a small skeleton on a different piece of paper. So, let's get this back in position, shall we? This is really weird and awkward. So, it's a bit dark. That's better. Anyway, so, let's grab this. Let's draw a considerably smaller skeleton. Let's try and fit this guy in like one page, shall we? So we gotta draw the head. Drawing teeth is like, I like to draw teeth. Teeth are fun to like draw. I like drawing lines. I hate coloring in lines, but I like drawing lines. I also hate markers. And paint. You can't get fine details with them. Or at least you can't get fine enough details in mine. I forgot to give the skeleton a nose. Anyway. Yeah, whatever. 'Tis how it is. We give him the hole in his neck. We draw the spine. I'm not gonna go completely detailed. That'll be a bit overboard. So, we gotta draw his rib cage connector. We gotta draw the cage shape. Now we gotta draw the cage. Now we gotta draw like the arms. Sorry if we put both skeletons in like the same pose. Again, I said I'm not good with posing. I'm just here to draw a skeleton. That's hopefully not too weird. I'm like trying to like make it look like an actual skeleton. So let's draw its hand. Hopefully like anatomy wise, hopefully like that hand is like at the knee, I'm hoping, and it's not like too far down. But again, I'm not sure if it's down far enough. Also, that is tiny. Y'all can probably not like focus on it, hopefully. Hopefully that's not a big issue. Hopefully. Let me just sharpen this. Hold on. Where's the sharpener? Where did I leave the sharpener? Here's one. You know, in school so far, art has been my favorite class. It's just chill, you get to draw, and you have fun. Now, sadly, most of my generation is rowdy and doesn't know when the heck to shut up. So it's kind of an unpleasant experience, slightly, for the teacher and me. I'm not like sensitive to sound or anything. I just kind of want to chill and draw, and also enjoy the instructions by the teacher, and have the teacher enjoy their time as well. Okay, that is one thick leg for a skeleton. Yeah, whatever. It is how the cookie crumbled. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure if... No, that looks kinda accurate. Kinda, slightly, maybe not. Okay. I'm kinda losing it. So, now we gotta draw the bone hose. That is one very long foot. So there, smaller skeleton. Now I've proven that I can draw a skeleton that you can recognize as bones, as a bone man. Let's get fun. How about I try to draw the Grim Reaper? Is this gonna be a skeleton drawing or a cloak drawing? I don't know. Cloaks, so far, are one of my weaknesses when it comes to drawing. I'm not that good at drawing cloaks. Anyway, let's see how this turns out. It's like the hood that I don't really know how to draw. Should I draw like the head below the hood? Yeah, let's wing it. Let's draw the hood first. Take the entire cloak process with a grain of salt. Again, don't try to like expect this as like a how to draw. I'm not really giving instructions. But I mean, if you want to, you can follow what I'm doing, I guess. My big hands aren't in the way. Let's draw the skull. Okay. Let's draw the, like, I don't really know how to draw cloaks. We draw, like, that part of it. Then we draw, like, the undercloak? I don't like having a cloak to, like, reference would be, like, really useful. But I don't have that, sadly. I have my idea of what I think a cloak looks like. Which is probably inaccurate. A very raggedy cloak, this one. Very raggedy. Let's have a hand. Oh, sorry, you weren't able to see that. Sorry. Anyway. Let's draw the scythe. Okay, that was a Grim Reaper. Hold on, I try to like draw the body underneath. No. Actually, maybe this could work. Sorry if this area to Grim Reaper's feet. Anyway, peanut butter is peanut butter. Okay. Grim Reaper drawing. I don't think it's that bad. Hold on. I don't think it's that bad. You can tell it's a Grim Reaper. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel weird saying it's good. Because, like, that sounds narcissistic. I don't want to sound that way. Anyway, now, what other, like, famous, like, skeletons are there? Like, what, like, that I know of? Let me think. I think that's it. Lets me draw a giant drawing of a skull, because I'm, you know, it was like one final, like, thing. Maybe this will be a bit more like, God, that is lopsided. Just ignore that. Maybe this final drawing will maybe have, like, some finer details that I'll actually bother adding. Like a nose. I was debating on drawing a FNAF endoskeleton. That's, like, not really, like, a conventional, like, skeleton. I could have drawn the Mimic. Could have, from, like, FNAF. Speaking of, in the comments, if you want to bother, would you like to see me draw FNAF characters? Maybe not like a how to draw, but like, would you like to see me draw them? Like, actually watch me and not just like get the progress as I'm doing it. The way I did it before was very impractical. Now if that's cool, so. Skeleton has like one L. Yeah. Okay, let's color this in, just for a thumbnail's sake. So, goodbye, folks. I hope you enjoyed this short video. I did. I get to draw. And tell me in the comments if you want to bother with that. If you'd like to see me try to do some more drawing videos. My friend William highly encourages it, so I want to know your opinion if you want to bother commenting or even watch the video. Goodbye, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. I'll let you take a picture. Goodbye.